Welcome back to my channel. We just finished watching The Vavitch. Well, it's technically The Witch, but the way they spelled it or the way the logos look, it looks like two V's instead of a W. So I'm joined by my friend Johan.
How's it going?
Basically, the whole reason for us going to see this is one, because personally I haven't seen a scary movie in a while, and this got really good reviews on Rotten Tomatoes. They should rename this movie from The Vavitch to, well, that just happened. As soon as the movie starts, your ears have to adjust because they use an old-timey accent.
The movie needed subtitles.
It definitely needed subtitles. It might as well have been in freaking German because the movie takes place in the 1600s and they speak as if it was...
It was period correct.
Yes, it was period correct, and they spoke what does thy want and stuff like that, and they used thy and thee and so on and so forth. It was a lot of still moments where it was like suspenseful moments.
Yeah, the movie, it's brought out like it's a horror movie, but it feels more like suspense. It had its more moments of horror, but they went with the tried and true effects where there would be moments of really loud noise, and then that would scare you.
Yeah, and if it wasn't for the fact that it was that the theater had surround sound or anything, it wouldn't be that scary. So if you watch it at home with just the speakers on your TV, it would be extremely boring, in my opinion. The basic premise of the movie is this family gets kicked out of their community. The dad is... We don't get an exact explanation. We're just guessing. The dad, I guess, what was it?
They said that they didn't appreciate how he presented the Lord's word and stuff like that.
Yeah, so he was preaching his own thing, and they weren't, digging it, so they kicked him out. They banished him. That's the word I was looking for. Thesaurus, So then, so they banished them out of the community. They went off to the woods and built their own little settlement. Just give you a heads up, full on spoilers here. There's nothing that, if you want to close out the video, do it now, but full on spoilers. One of the kids goes missing. There's this horrible scene of a kid, or implied that the kid got ground up and perhaps eaten by this witch.
I have to say that's the most disturbing part of the movie.
The
rest of it...
Well, there was one
there's
more
other
part.
parts, but for me, that was over the top. Like, I can't believe they just did that.
because they don't show exactly what happened, but you have a little baby on this wooden stump or altar, and there's like a naked, the stereotypical witch with, decrepit looking and all gross, and just so happened to be naked, and she passes this blade over the baby. They don't actually show anything bad happening, but the screen goes black. The next scene is her mushing the baby parts,
baby guts, I guess.
Baby guts, and then they just show little like blood on the stump.
They show chunks of skin.
And they show chunks.
Yeah, there were chunks in it. Yeah, it was
chunks.
Nasty. And then she's like rubbing it all over herself, like this is the best thing in the world. What's the shampoo?
The herbal essence. That's what it was.
Go.
She was herbal essencing with baby. It pretty much boils down to from one bad thing to the other. There's a creepy ass bunny that whenever the creepy ass bunny shows up, something shitty happens. There's also a goat named Bob or Bill. Billy the goat? No, that can't be right.
Black Billy.
Black.
Wasn't it Black Billy?
It wasn't. It's Black something. Black Phillip. It was Black Phillip.
Okay.
Black Phillip the goat, who kind of looks evil, and to me, I honestly thought that it was good. Right. So the main character is this girl named Thomasine. She's probably like 15, I would say, right?
Around there. Yeah.
All right. So let's say she's 15. She's got a younger brother who's probably like 13 or 12, and then she has these two little twin brother and sister, or roughly about 5, and they're annoying as shit and all kinds of creepy, but not because of what they're doing, is because of the type of situation that's going on makes their behavior creepy. They're just singing songs and stuff like that, but they're talking about this goat named Philip, who turns out to be the devil. I guess
that's a huge spoiler for the end.
Well, the whole thing is of a spoiler, but I already gave the warning on the spoilers. So Philip the goat turns out to be the devil.
Yeah, like, I guess it's supposed to represent he is the devil, but yeah.
Yeah, and long story short,
some people die, more people die, and
pretty much everybody gets laid waste, with the exception of Thomasine, who becomes a witch.
Yeah, so she joins the coven. She joins
the coven. Now, the thing is, they went through the Lord of the Rings formula where they
It
had
won't end. It just
it
doesn't
won't end.
end.
It had 7 endings. Like the screen, something ridiculously bad that could have just put like a little.
They could have ended
They
the
could have
movie there.
yeah. They could have ended the movie. Something horrible happens. They could have put a period on it and called it a day. But no, then something the movie kept going.
Okay, so word of advice. This movie is kind of long and it drags out. So if you need the bathroom, make sure you use it before you go see the movie.
Yes.
Because the end, it just keeps going.
Okay. Also, even if you're somewhat religious, you might, because didn't that couple walk out?
Yeah, I noticed
There was a couple that walked out. It not so much that of the horrific stuff, because what they do show isn't that gory or isn't something that you hadn't seen already before. Like if you saw Saw already, this is pales in comparison to that.
Yeah.
So it's not gory, but like it kind of attacks your, like, if you
Your
have any
religious beliefs.
any religious beliefs that you may have, because the family is so religious. And I'm talking about like old school,
Yeah,
like
they're Puritans.
They're full on Puritans. They're always like talking,
quoting verses from the Bible and
quoting,
talking about it and confessing their sins. There's like a flashback to when I went to private school. It was annoying, to be honest.
So should you spend, how long was it? 2 hours? It felt like 2 hours. It might have,
To me, it felt like 3 hours.
the movie
It just
could have
would not end.
The movie could have been 30 minutes for all we know, but it felt like it was close to 2.5, maybe 3 hours. It's a very artsy movie, I would say.
Okay, so yeah, the way it was shot was actually pretty good. The story, like, I went in with not knowing I just knew the synopsis, so I wasn't really sure what to expect. I should have looked it up and seen the trailer, and then seen how long the movie was, because then I would know what to expect. But yeah, it dragged out a lot. I didn't know what to expect, so the whole time, like, as I'm watching this, I'm thinking, where are they going with this? So they did a good job, but it is a long movie.
What I said before, it was an artsy movie. They had very nice, like, panoramic shots at certain points, and I was joking with Johan that every now and then you would just expect M. Night Shyamalan to run across the screen in like some like costume, twist. So,
yeah, but it never happened. No, it kind of sort of did towards the beginning. We really thought they did something like that, but no, it was a part of the movie plot, so it was just funny to think about it that way.
Yeah, so it's very reminiscent of The Village, if The Village didn't have that funky twist at the end. It ended on a sour note. I think it's, maybe if it piques your curiosity, maybe watch it on Netflix. I guarantee you'll be fast forwarding through a lot of it, but I mean, if you have the time, it's worth watching at least once.
Yeah, I would have to say that it is worth watching. I think you could skip on going to the theaters for it, and then if it ever comes on Netflix or HBO, or someone who has a copy of it on DVD or Blu-ray, then definitely go ahead and watch it.
Yeah, I mean, but other than that, be prepared to fast forward. But all right, well, thanks everybody for watching. Please like and subscribe, and on that note, we're out of here.
Bah, bah, bah. Like Philip saith, you are wicked.
Does he really speak to thee?
This wilderness will not consume us.